So there's two ways that we can deal with this, all right? So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and stand in a traditional SEA style. No. But
Do you want to practice swords while doing this?
No, we're just going to walk through it real quick so they can see the motions, then we'll work into the adaptation. Okay, so you'll see a fighter come up with the sword and shield repeatedly, okay? He'll run up, and what he's going to do is he's going to kick at a guy, okay? There's a very easy way of dealing with this. How you decide to deal with it, there's two ways of dealing with it. It's up to you. So, right, I want you to go slow, and I want you to go ahead, and I want you to kick with your right foot. Okay, you can strike, okay, but you just see how I changed my position here? I stepped off to a 45, okay? So I strike, because what I'm doing is I'm loading up the power on this leg, okay? I'm striking, okay? Okay, so traditionally what you'll see is if they do that, go ahead and do it a little bit faster, okay? Traditionally what you'll see is this, okay? So they're going to scoop it, all right? So they're going to scoop it, and then you come in and you kick the leg, okay? Now you got to be very careful with the judges.
Yeah, side kicks the knee are.
You can't kick the knee. So what you have to do is you have to make sure your positioning is correct. And what we're going to do is we're going to go for the shin or the ankle. Because when these guys come in it, they're doing this. They're coming really high. And if you look where their balance is, they're coming up on that ball of that foot. Their balance is leaning way back to generate that because they're going to leverage off of you. So when that happens, so even if you want to take the shield, okay, and strike. See, I'm usually striking the knee because it's a bend point. So that's something I'm going to have to work on. You don't want to hit in the thigh. We want to hit from here down. So that's the first thing. This is something that you can practice with anybody. You can practice with your wife. You can practice with your girlfriend. You can practice this with anybody at practice. Okay? That's the first thing. The next thing is, I don't know if this move is legal because it might be considered a twisting move. Here's things that they do. We're going to go over here into this. They get them on the side of the rails, all right? Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to push them, okay? Now, if you have a lanyard, this is why I asked specifically about lanyards. I can just have it hanging. I can control the hand, okay? You can come right in here. What I do is I scoop with this arm. It's just a simple judo throw. Bang! Down to the ground. I don't care how small you are, how big you are. I can drive you to the ground. You're going to need mats to practice this. But again, how you see that is you just lean in, you scoop with the arm. You can do this with a buckler or a shield. You step, you throw. Okay? You already see where he's at. Okay? I can pull too. But the point is you have to have those hips close, and it has to be on him. Because if you don't, he's so much bigger than me, I can't pull his weight across my body. But if my hips, the fulcrum changes, if I get my hips right in on his jump, right on his hip socket, I can throw him. Brian, do you want anything?
I need that.
Okay.
I don't want to make it.
Well, that's what this is about, so please interject.
The medieval solution to that problem is if he's kicking me.
Yeah, that is another way, but what I'm trying to play upon the tendencies that we have as SCA fighters or Rattan fighters. We're used to stepping away, so if I get you to step at a 45 and step off of it, then you can go do that, but yes.
Plus,
Cupping it?
it'll be tough holding the heater.
No,
No, but some,
no.
I mean, a lot of us will be.
Oh yeah.
you put that heater in their face, it's not going to be any
Anyway, I
different.
don't want it to at all.
So no, but this is another valid technique, and there's one other final one. A lot of these guys, you can tell, they go up and they do these Muay Thai clinches, okay? They do these Muay Thai clinches, okay? So if you go ahead and you clinch me, okay? What I can do here is I can drive here, I push away. Now you see how I'm leaning my head in? Okay? I'm answering the phone, okay? I trade, I pull, leg over, drive him to the ground. That might be pretty advanced in armor, just depends how you flex.
Oh, you go down, you got the head though, I went down.
But however, what you're doing is you're locking that arm in, okay? So if he's grabbing me, I'm locking that arm in. You see where that is? He's a lot bigger than I am, but I'm strong enough I can pull him.
Well, you just took me without even
Go ahead.
I
trying.
got one for this.
Okay. Because they all want to do that Muay Thai grab.
Even if I'm here, all right, it doesn't matter. I can be out here. It's a simple both hands over.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, and then I can do anything I want from here.
Mm-hmm.
But what it does though, it allows you to go both directions.
instructions.
Remember, in theory, you're gonna have a weapon in this hand, so.
Which is why
Right, and that's why his was much more free than mine.
So, one thing I would say, just in terms of advice for things to do, because our advantage is we know how to fight as a team. But when you want to try and avoid doing so, I understand like getting your leg up above your head and then leg harness, boy, I got to tell you, that's a little iffy. Because there's going to be a lot of people going around, anything that you can do where you keep both of your feet on the ground, because there is going to be other guys there, and so if you're like this,
Correct.
as lovely as that may be, you know, feet on the ground, widespread.
Valid point.
It's
I was
something
just
you wanna-
showing them the
yeah.
technique, but you can see still by pushing
Sure.
the hand away and trading, in theory, because we will be working in groups, that allows you opportunities to go ahead and get this guy on the ground. Because if he's doing this to me and I'm all like this, he's like, whack, right on the ankle, bam, go to the next guy.
Well, I also
He's
see different people for different things. You and I are gonna be one thing completely different. with
Sure.
me. But I agree with you too. What I mean is I think what we're gonna see is we're gonna have fighter pilots and M1 Abrams.
Sure.
And so you're gonna have an opportunity to get in and do this, whereas you and I are just like, oh, no, no,
But definitely, you know, just in general, for all the time, keep your feet wide, keep them under you.
Here's one final technique that's natural for anybody that's done striking, and everybody's done striking in this room, even if you've never boxed or anything, you're still doing striking with sword and shield, you just don't know it. So go ahead and get in a classic boxer stance or SCA stance where they're, okay. So he strikes it with a straight right hand, because he's swinging, okay? 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 You don't have to do that, you don't have to do the knee, but that's the traditional one. So if you strike it with your straight right hand, again, you gotta watch the knee, so you're gonna have to practice going low. But you're sweeping the feet out from underneath them. Or you're just grabbing them and pulling them down.
which is effective.
You gotta be
Because you got a
careful
heavy
about this though,
helmet.
because you can't pull their helmets off, and it's gonna be inclined, because you're not gripping, but you can use the palm of the hand and help them to the
A lot
ground.
of these guys don't wear chin straps.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that.
So,
Or snaps on their visors.
that's a simple drill that you can do out of armor. So if we trade it up, if I go ahead and I do the straight right hand at you, so you understand how to do
Right, but
it.
you can't
Okay,
pull the
you're
helmet
gonna sweep with the left. No, you're gonna sweep with this.
So if
hand.
it starts
Okay.
to go,
You're gonna sweep. Yeah, there you go. That's it. So you might have to work back and forth. You work 5-10 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week. You'll understand these techniques. You don't have to get armored up for these things.
things to practice also, go ahead. So, if you are successfully getting somebody down, what a lot of these guys do is, if they're going down, they're not gonna go down alone. They're gonna grab onto you and take you with them, so that it, you know, it's basically a double kill. So, a thing to practice is, and, you know, trying to break that grip as somebody's going down. And you can, you know, if you have a mat, so basically have somebody hanging off of you, hanging down, practice getting those arms off so you don't go.
He's going to be able to show you how to break
Okay.
locks. Okay.
Because they're just, you know, hanging on to you.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Remember, you know, we're dressing up in stuff that basically has a pile of handles.
Remember, guys, if they get you in a Muay Thai grip, okay, and you're going down, body lock, guys, palm to palm.
All right.
Just drop the shield,
Nullify.
grab your weapon, and just hang on to them. Let them, I mean, if you're going to go, take somebody
All of
with
these
you.
things that we're practicing, like, this seems really easy. Wait till you have mitten gauntlets on.
I've done it.
Yeah. You know, it's definitely doable, but all of these things, especially, and if you're practicing pole work and things like that, gauntlets on,
Right.
because, you know, it seems really, you know, oh, this, and it's a sword, it feels much nicer than a can. Well, once you have.
And this is where I'm struggling right now, fighting with a sword, a rebated sword with a gauntlet on. I'm struggling with that right now. That is a very weak point that I have. I'm okay with everything else, but I'm struggling currently with a real rebated sword and a gauntlet. That's where I'm struggling. So you're absolutely right. You have to spend time
And
doing
all of this is time, because, you know, the thing is, your arm will learn it, your body will learn it. You learn to strike through, and just in general, like, we in the SCA frequently, you know, strike to the surface, or striking to the surface. Every shot you throw, you can mentally envision it lodging in their spine. Because we're not striking to the surface, we're striking through them. You'll find that that helps in making this work because it's not a super fast wood crown turning surface
Right.
shot. It's through, and it actually makes it way easier.
I want you to show that again real quick, where we come up and we're locking, not necessarily the Muay Thai, but what we talked about, and go ahead and show them some quick ways to go ahead and break those grips when people do have a hold of you. So if I'm gonna grab you.
Another simple way is just simply come down on the arm.
Okay.
Okay. Do you see how he did that, guys? Do you understand that?
I'm using my forearm, I'm not using my hand.
Right.
So give me a freaking buckler or sword, I mean, I can do it all.
Right. Well, I want them to see the mechanics
Right.
before.
It's
See, he's going outside.
just right
Just
on the
bring it
elbow.
straight down.
Now, I do kind of hard. Anybody can do that in armor, it's not hard. And now I drive.
And a thing to do when you're doing that,
That for me is what works. Now, I'm telling you what.
and exactly what you're doing right now, that
For,
drive that
for
you're
me,
doing right now,
driving, I have found in the real world works.
here's the thing to do in the real world
When
that's
I
exactly
pull,
like that. When
I
you do
lose.
that drive, step on his foot.
Oh, yeah, it's not
Yeah,
behind me.
because he falls.
It's basically, so this is.
I was simply trying to
Sure.
get this concept of, I've gained an advantage, take
Right.
advantage of it now.
Right, and
Yeah,
as,
don't just break it and stand.
You
there.
cannot hesitate.
all right, and as you're taking that advantage, because this is how I almost got kicked out of the SCA a number of times, so this is like, the perfect for this game is, you step on their feet, and then you push. And, it doesn't kill you in the SCA, but I've always found if you knock guys down a bunch of times, it really pisses them off. And they might be really smart when they're standing up, but after they get back up on the ground after I push them over, then they're really stupid, because they're angry, and then I can beat them, because I'm not that good.
You can't grab a hold of the helmet.
No, well, no, you can grab hold, you
You
can't.
can't take
You
it
can't try
off,
to take their arm
which
off.
what their point was is almost none of them are wearing
Because
chest
I'm
straps.
iffy on the horse collar, because the first thing I want to do is just start going up in horse collar people and
Right.
just snatch them to the ground, just run right down the line, just bang,
Because if
bang.
you rip their helmet off, that fight's gonna stop.
Right.
Right up underneath the
And you'll get carded.
I want you to show some stuff. Can you give him the buckler and the sword, and then lock up, and then specifically with that buckler or the sword, and you sweep that, I want you going for the soft joint.
Right.
Okay. So I want you them to see that. Okay, guys, you can't see that, but you see what he's doing here. Can you turn sideways so they can see that on the other side with that buckler?
There you go.
So I use the edge of the buckler.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, he's got really good hooks in here in him too, because he doesn't have gauntlets on.
I'm putting it right in the crook of the arm.
Right.
No matter how hard he tries.
Okay.
I've got a
That
perfect
becomes
iron
the,
fist.
that
You
lock
can't
at
do
the
that
end,
one.
that's a yellow card.
I asked about that one already, because you see how he did the arm lock, it's
Oh,
perfect on him.
yeah.
When he brought it down, and then he brought it back
Yeah,
up.
he became way too effective. You did way too good there.
Yeah. You're really fighting now.
Now I'm using the other part of the sword that's meant to be used.
Sure, and you absolutely.
That is a huge striking point.
Right.
And it's legal in this too.
Yep.
Come
Yes.
right down on
And
that.
everyone has a gap there, guys. Everyone. Can't
Oh,
argue
yeah,
that.
yeah, no.
Now what do I got? I can actually use my sword now. Oh, I'm gonna bash you in the face. You don't think I can hurt somebody with this little short punch? If you throw, any one of you guys know how to throw a blow. It's just a short, and you use this out. But you got the tools here to hurt somebody, use them. And the first thing that when you put your you put your head in real close, first thing I want to do is, you know what I mean? Using the end of
Yeah.
it. If you want to put your head there, that's fine with me. I know where to hit it now.
And you'll see, because you're going to get shield punch today, guys.
I brought a shield
You
design.
can
for
deal
punching
with it,
today.
but what I'm getting at is it'll disorient you enough that you can go ahead and manipulate your opponent the way Brian's talking about. You can, at that point, take
You
your
can
time
also
to set
come
your
up
next
from
move.
underneath if you chose to, if you want to try to break this grip. Just with these tools, I think it makes it a little harder. You can come in do the same thing and hold the outside. And I can still tie his arm up. I want to do that. You follow me here?
Yeah, that becomes a yellow card too.
Yeah, you can't arm
Yeah,
lock.
you can't twist the,
Can't do any arm bar or
but
arm
you
lock.
can come up underneath it if you want.
Yeah, no, but that'll definitely, that will get you, you know, a yellow card from the Russian judge, and all of the judges are Russian. Every judge is Russian.
Right.
But,
Be here?
Yeah. Remember, you know, like, avoid even the appearance of that. You know, there's stuff you can do.
I can't lock up his arm with my body, is what you're saying.
Correct.
Correct.
Because they'll say it's an arm lock.
Yes. Whether it, you know, whether it really
but
is or not.
expect them to be able to do it to you. All right?
But every judge is
Gonna happen.
Russian. Every judge is Russian.
That sucks.
Oh, yes, it
But
does.
it's all right. What you can do
How
is
about
when
showing
we
them
get
some
out here, do
escapes
some
from
things,
arm locks?
You can watch, and as people try to do stuff, stop and interject some things and how we can perfect the technique. So, but
Yeah, the stuff you're talking about is all great. And we're not going to need to do the arm locks.
Well, I will say this, simplicity works.
Yeah.
The more simple it is, the way more effective it will ever be.
yep, I agree.
Absolutely.
Quick, fast, move on.
You do it as hard as you can, as fast as you can, and you find the next
All
one.
right, guys, let's get in armor and warm up a little bit because you're gonna be stiff. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Rudy.
Hey, there's just two simple things. Obviously, I've spent most of my time fighting people considerably bigger than me. Go with the momentum as much as possible. You can't stop him if he's coming at me, and you know. But you know, obviously, this applies to everybody. So, you know, I'm not going to stop his thing, but I can step to the side, and you can take a bigger guy and push his momentum forward, and he will very often stumble. Secondly, if we start to fall, the last thing you're going to want to do is try to catch yourself. Like that throw he was doing, if you try to reach your arm out and stop that, he's already got you in the flow of it. You've got to fight the next day. You may not be able to. You better roll that shoulder down and tuck your extremities in so you can brace for that impact, or you're going to end up breaking
Going over
your
some fall
ribs.
Also, if you hang on to that other guy, that will slow down.
Yes.
your fall.
Yes, it
You know, if you're basically, if you grab onto, you know, his pauldron,
That's exactly. Better thing to do with your arm than to put it out to catch yourself.
yeah, grab him on the face,
Yeah, we better
slow down the.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't do you any bit of good to do it
Out.
in this stuff.
And
gotta
specifically,
be
they don't want them
in-
in their helmets because their head would be slapped on the ground because they don't know how to deal with the balance of it.
No.
That's my question. I brought an extra set of leather, solid
You can wear like a bath and stuff. Normally, that's what you have. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
coming from,
Punch with that, you're not being different from getting punched with that.
Eastern European country, and,
I got one.
and that's what I'm gonna be using.
We understand that people with varying degrees of gear. We just appreciate you coming out and letting us get some work in there.
You know that?
Well, give us another one.
We will. I mean,
think the little people?
I don't want to.
6 years. 6 years after we didn't beat the Russians, that's what's forward in the Marines, so just kick a few.
No, it's not that long, but I just think we will. Because they said they've got the screw.
if you guys are ready to go, I'm gonna run you through this, what we're gonna do. If you wanna loosen it up, just go ahead and get some, you know, just loosen it up, start fighting. You're ready to go, this is what we're gonna do, alright? Brian, you can come here for a second. Rudy, you come out here while you're doing that. Okay. So let's say we're in our locked up here, we're fighting. Bang, 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 bang. What the drill is gonna be is, I'm gonna have Brian coordinating it, okay? He's gonna send one one of you guys in, we might even have 2 guys out here doing 2-on-2, okay? We're gonna send in, and you don't know whose team are gonna come in. I'm gonna have him just have a pool of guys that's left over, and he's gonna say, you know, tack left or tack right. What he's gonna do? He's gonna sit them in, and they're gonna come in, and we're gonna set up people. And what he'll do is, so if I'm over here, okay, and then he's on over there, he's gonna stand on that side, I'll stand on that side, and we're the pool. We're the extra fighters. Stand right here. And what he's gonna do is Brian might point to me. All right? So it's a left or right. You don't know where it's coming from. Okay? And then I'll pick who I'm going to hit. I might hit Brad, I might hit Rudy. And it's just going to be or like that. Well, you know, somebody else is jacking and screwing you up. Okay? You're going to have to get used to this guy. Okay? Because you remember, they're going to be coming as fast as they can and hit you as hard as they can when they're doing it. You're going to get shield punch in the back of the head. You're going to get struck in the back of the leg. You're going to get hooked. You're going to get pulled. You're going to get pushed. You're going to get cross-checked. So we're going to work through some of this, okay? Attackers from the sides, where you need to allow these guys the opportunity to work into this, okay? Go about half speed at first when you impact on them, because I don't want anybody blowing their knees up. You gotta get used to it. We're not going to be used to having our balance right. No one's used to getting hit from behind. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with 2 on. Here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7. Yeah, that works. We can do 2-on-2s, and then we can just rotate people through. So I'm going to get my helmet. Give me 4 guys out here that want to fight. Line them up.
Yeah, I don't notice the difference in the armor. If I can put it, it's not down. Good point.
To what, Rudy?
A body shot to me, big difference in body shot.
Chest shot to me is a little painful.
Good point. All right.
We'll be hard for us. Be on my side, that way I don't have to worry about it.
Now remember, guys, the guys that are fighting, the guys that are actually fighting, we're using Battle of the Nation rules. If you get thrown on the ground, 3 points of contact, you are out. Okay? These probably won't last very long, but that's okay. We're going to work through it. One final note. Everyone needs to check their ego. Okay? We're all starting new here. Everybody's going to get their ass kicked. Everybody's going to get smacked. Everybody's going to get hit. Everybody's going to, get, what you necessarily call laugh at. It's okay. We're all learning. What we're doing is we're figuring out the next thing that we got to do to get through this.
Just one piece of advice for the guys who are out fighting. So, to avoid falling over when you get hit from behind, the absolute best thing to do, the simplest thing to do, is if you even sense that something's about to happen to you from behind, the thing you can do to avoid falling over is run straight the fuck forward. No fancy like Bruce Lee moves, let them go over. Too complicated. You won't do it. So hit him back. If I can keep my feet moving, I may end up way the fuck over there, but I'll be on my feet and I can always come back.
Yeah, I mean, it's better if fighting momentum. Don't get everything on there.
Yeah, so just run. Just run. Run for it. Run. We all have the same tailor account.
No shit, he's a heavy one.
Hey, what do you think those are going to work out? Do you try to shoot for this?
Guys are going to use them. I'm going to have guys come from behind you, from the side.
Okay.
So just use, okay? So, go with them.
Say it again?
I'm only going to have them engage behind you.
Okay.
So that way they can kind of expect it a little bit.
Okay.
You can be in the middle of something.
Okay. Before we actually start sending people in, I want you guys to be able to fight like 1 or 2 fights of Battle of the Nation rules before we start hitting guys cross-checking, okay? That way you kind of focus on what the target is and what the objectives are. So, you're the marker, Brian. Go ahead and call it.
Are you ready? Well.
Without a weapon, you gotta stop.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
I didn't even see it. Yeah. Hey,
So I think the deal about that is, if you have a secondary, you know, where's
Yeah, I seen him do that, huh? I think I'll make sure I keep a mace.
What?
I think I'll make sure I keep a mace.
Yeah, because you've got to have, you have 10 seconds after you lose your stick to get another one, but you can't fight while you don't have one.
Wanted to make sure you were bumping.
okay, you guys want to go again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Give you a little bit of feel for what's going on.
Ah, there they are. We're in front of you.
All right, ready?
Shall we? Yeah.
Good job, Brad. Good job. You okay, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you guys, what you do is you put things in and we lost you, and I was trying to figure out why we lost you. How you feeling? You gassed out? Gassed out?
It's just, when you start wrestling,
Yeah.
it's a whole different bitch.
Yeah.
Ain't that cool?
Yeah.
It's awesome. Did I lose it? So, who hit who from behind?
No one yet. We're gonna let you guys get the groove on a little bit. We're gonna start doing it now.
Alright. Did I lose one?
You gonna get on this one?
What's that? Yeah, I'll get on it. Step out for the break.
I mean, you were actually fighting the battle of the experts. You see Rudy and the four fighting.
Alright.
So you two are just gonna be experts.
That's different, Nissan. Is that cool?
Don't.
Hey, go ahead. You take the file.
What's that?
You take one.
You gotta put this up. It's Hey. No, I don't need it. Huh? Everybody here? You need that?
The extras on both sides. Get in the trouble first.
Reminds me, well, I need more mats.
Huh?
It reminds me, while I'm working out, I need more mats.
Why?
Brick wall.
Yeah, it's different, man. It's different. It don't like throwing shots. You know, it's different.
Yeah, the shots don't really matter. Right?
No. I saw it because you and I were throwing, and then we're looking right at each other. So-
That rib shot.
Oh, did you?
You felt it? Hey, Rudy, I just came up. Did you go down with me, Rob?
I thought I had him and then that something I did.
Hey, by the way,
Elbow got caught.
that last time was really good shape. The way you put me down.
Oh, you would be.
Sure.
I lost.
Let's get everybody out here that wants to get out here.
All right, let's put my
Let's just get a couple melees going. Get everybody out here. You can jump in, pick a side, jump down. Jump in.
Oh, okay.
Even terrain.
You don't have a lot of arm over here.
Right, I'm making sure, like, guys that are all shiny, I'm pretty much not gonna hit them
All right.
anywhere in the head, anywhere but the head with this.
So we all ready this? All right, let's go.
Go, guys, go, 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 go. You okay?
tell me you got that.
Undo this. Undo this.
Guys, listen up the line. He's gonna run us through the next drill real quick.
Okay.
That's fine. Woo! Yeah, pop it back. That is fine. Hi.
We'll have everybody on.
Huh?
Because they gotta get used to the feeling of all the shit moving forward. And then I'll try to sync up with them. And if you start with them, I'm gonna be kind of working with them. Right, we'll do it a little. We'll let you engage somebody. So basically, right at first, we're just making positive contact. Pick it up a little bit more and a little bit more. And think about getting it down, and really we'll do a little spot. I want to get a little bit of a run out of the barrel, because we can do that. I gotta tell him, you're just gonna get up there in line, and so we're gonna just,
From behind?
yeah, you're just gonna get in line. Got it. Just follow it a little bit, and all that, and
All right, Brian, you got it, buddy.
give me one, ready. Starting on him. You ready?
Yep.
Kind of back up and give you one. 30%. You stay there.
I think.
I figured it was you.
You want to go there?
Then it's your turn in the barrel, you know?
You're allowed to hit full person,
That's you though. That's you getting hit back there. That's the worst place to get hit.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I just figured you're out.
Yeah, you were pretty good.
That was me. You want to have harder?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
How that's the side?
Yeah.
Is it different?
Oh, yeah, completely different from here. You do this.
Okay.
So if you're planted, you still come off your feet.
Okay, I just wondered.
Yeah. They're completely different. That's what the side is about.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
You feel apprehension knowing somebody's coming up behind you?
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what this is about, is if you can already control it now, when I get you out here engaged with somebody and all of a sudden it happens, you're not doing something you're not already practiced.
Right.
Do it from one side or the other, Rob, we'll slip a little bit.
Rudy,
You worked on that after you come.
We all keep doing that.
Rudy said 3 times, you have control.
all right, man, come on.
Huh?
I like the instinct to just leave after that. Huh?
That's a long way.
All right, I want to see you guys hit each other. Okay? I mean,
Well, it's easy to say when you ain't getting hit.
true it is, but
Yeah, you feel it more than you think, trust me.
okay. I mean, you want it more or not?
I
Huh?
think we ought to move on to something else at this point.
Yeah, I think we get this.
Okay, fine. Come on out. Go. Start fighting.
There you go.
Now start fighting.
That's nice.
Yeah, that is tough.
Start fighting.
I like that.
Go down.
What hurt?
Oh,
Oh, hurt his shoulder. I felt it laying out freaking red. Alright, and I know how I feel. I feel pretty good, but
I feel good. I feel good as soon as the helmet comes up.
right, me too. I feel fine.
now a lot of start trying the valve pieces in yet. So we still have open, we have loose on bar grills. You have chainmail wrapped over, that's still a lot of air coming in there. It's gonna be a whole different game for me when I get a face plate. So, you might want to think about that when we're doing our conditioning. And something else you notice. Do you notice how fast these fights go? It's not like an STD fight. They kind of drag out, drag out, drag out. These fights, bang, 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 bang. And they have to quit.
Those are drive-by.
About 30 to 90 seconds is all the longer the fight's going to last.
Here's the team that won. The team that won the 21 or 21 last year, they fought 27 bouts to do it.
In one day?
In 8 days. So the team that won 27, 21 memories in a day to win. So just now, you probably did actual fighting amount, probably 2 melees worth maybe.
Now, we are gonna have some time in between, but what I'm getting at is different kind of training. You need to be real explosive, real strong, and then you're gonna get a break on your cardio. But you're gonna have to be able to use tremendous amount of energy, and you can't hesitate. Did you notice that? Did you hesitate at all? I know people are trying to hold back and not hurt each other, and I get that, I appreciate that. But that's what he's trying to get us to stop doing, is don't hesitate. You gotta get in there and get your business done and move on. Because you can see 2-on-1 in that stage, you're like, oh man, that's heroic. That guy's fighting 2 people, you know, and he's a big deal. Sometimes you guys beat 4 guys. That ain't happening in this. You get 2 or 3-on-1 and it's bad. The other guy, it is bad. So.
Yeah, whoever in that last one, whoever I took down with me, you shouldn't let me do that. Who ended up,
I was on the ground with you.
yeah, so,
Well, from my standpoint, I was taking you.
Okay.
Well, look at you're tied up and one, and over the top of the head.
right, but I was going down,
Push.
so, hey, like, yeah.
How did you feel, I'm just pointing this out, how did you feel about that when I took you to the ground? Did you feel like you had any choice to come down?
I thought I was doing okay, and then you got one of your legs in between my legs.
Right.
And
You see how much bigger he is than I am. It was effortless for me to get him on the ground. I felt what happened is I went up and I hit him, and I hit him with my weapon. And I lost him. I hit him in the head. Bang, right on the ground. I'm trying to tag him into the ground. My weapon went flying. Fine. I'm out. I got 10 seconds. I'm out. There's no way I'm getting out of this scrum. I just grabbed him by the leg, boom, to the ground. So understand the situation that you're in. You got backup weapons.
Yeah, they'll require you for actually fighting the weapon.
Right. So that's what I'm getting at.
So have a backup.
Right.
There's like, even if there's no way for you to even if it's riveted to you, I don't know, have a backup because that gives you those 10 seconds.
Right.
Without it, you break the rules.
And I will, and I have a backup for it, but for what we're doing today. What I'm saying is, you need to understand the situation and where you're in, and how you can best benefit your team. I mean, these two can mostly run through people and, put a road rash in everybody, and like, I'm getting one of them now. We're gonna even this up a little bit. So.
one of the things I don't want to spend too much time on theoretically, but the 5-on-5, the first team with one to hit the ground usually loses. I think we target a whole lot of guys.
Well, Andre is saying he's gonna pick one big bastard as a foundation. 2 pole arms, and two ace fighter pilots with probably bucklers and a sword that are running fast and shit. That was what he would say he's gonna do. So it'd be 2 pole arms, and 2 guys with chains.
One of the things, this is Andrew's choice because he's whatever, field marshal or whatever title he's given, but a thing that I want to maybe put out there and we can think about it is us guys in the Midwest, we have some chance of actually doing a reasonable amount of practices. So we might want to at least think about, even if it doesn't end up being this way, let's think about, we are, if we get 8 of us together in the Midwest, we can be a 5-man team, the Midwest 5-man team, and if we train as a team, we're going to be right.
Hey guys, and I don't care if you're going to an SE, if you're going to Valdez, just get together a group of 5 guys and just fight. Because what's going to happen is you're going to learn tendencies of your opponent. You'll
Regardless
know.
of the rules that you're playing.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like put this on. It's a whole different thing.
And you guys need to start as soon as you can. I know we're all working towards this. As soon as your gear is ready, don't say, oh, I'm uncomfortable, or oh, it's heavy, I'm going to screw it. That is not our goal currently. Our goal is May, okay? That is our goal. All this other shit doesn't matter. If somebody came to your ass for the next 4 months, you know what, you're paying back in spades, May 2nd, or May 5th, when you get back. Just like, here's a grill, and here's all this other stuff.
this and crush these pajama-wearing warriors.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's a little sweeter. Fat guy in 70-pound armor and his ass. That's a nice piece.
Oh, I ain't doing that great.
That was excellent.
You can tell
Okay.
it's,
I was worried when we were going down, I was trying to twist my weight out of it because I felt, and then we hit. And
I did hit and slid a little, so I say,
I was scared just because you guys don't know how much we owe you for coming to us.
yeah.
I know this is a big deal. and this
there are
is a big
hundreds
deal
of
for you
people.
guys. We're not trying to knock you
And
guys
the thing
down.
is we're gonna have some more people come for the next practices, so what will happen is we'll have more, but then at that point, we can start working more group. But guys, I'd like to try to have at least 2 a month if we can. I know everybody's schedule doesn't work out, but if we could get 2 practices in a month.
I'm going to Montreal and then this,
Yeah.
so,
When are you going to Montreal?
there's it's the 9th, 10th, 11th is
Is
the,
that right before the
the weekend before the national practice. There's an event for fighting, actually now 3 teams that got together there. Yeah, there's the Quebeckies and the Canadians who are board, those are different teams, like that was different. And one other group that's kind of, not entirely sure where they're from,
no, that was.
so there's gonna be like, 4 teams of guys.
Well, that's cool.
So we're gonna get a bunch of East Coast guys.
So how many of you guys go out keeping the kids on?
Well, I'm bringing me and Steve Green and Luke.
I don't know Steve. Who's
Brandon Wronghand in the SCA.
Oh, okay, yep.
That's,
Is he coming with us?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's Steve Green on the, or Ace.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, here's something that had been
He
talked
said
about on the
anything.
side is, Andre told me, and they were told him, they told him they wanted to.
One's not done yet,
All right.
but.
I think it's gonna hurt his sword anymore.
All right, and this was my SCA shield that I made up.
Mocked up.
I made up yesterday for the, so it's like strapped, so like actually.
Right, right.
Is that flashing about here?
What? No. I can't see you anyway. Yeah, so we're doing this for 1.5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it until somebody says stop.
We all know who.
Yes, you
You can hear me if I shout it?
Yes.
Well, after a minute and a half, I'll be able to.
Okay.
Right, ready? Well,
Is somebody counting?
No, we're just going, we're really good.
We're timing.
go. Seconds left.
Busy hand, guys, busy hand. Let it flow.
1 minute. No, come on, keep going.
It is.
Nice.
Good punch. Close out strong, guys. Time. Good job, guys. Good job.
Nice
Good
job.
job. Get quick press, switch out. Arm yourself on the next combat. Next out.
Nice.
Well,
I'm going next.
calling your own blows, so 3 count blows.
Good job, guys.
Nice job.
Switch out. Long sword.
Long sword.
Right there. Yeah, I think you will.
Want to reset, do it again?
We are, we're in the middle of it.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind.
All right, hold on. Give me 30 again.
Okay, ready?
All right, let's start you at a new video. 30. Ready? So, go. I'll start real quiet. And then I'll.
Nice grab.
Okay. How this gonna work? My arm first and not get in there right now.
What's that? Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and fight with this. Okay? And you can fight
Guys.
You step in and then.
That's what I wanted to find out.
Keep going, keep going.
Keep going. 30 seconds left.
Keep going. 6, 4, 5. I'm done, I'm dead. Who won? Oh.